everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today I've come on here to share with you guys my favorite Cowboy Candy recipe for my jalapeno harvest. So come along and watch. So first I'm going to show you guys what I'm working with today. The bag that I have of jalapenos here, I'm going to guess is just about 60 jalapenos. I don't really count. I have a recipe card that you guys can screenshot if you would like. My recipe is approximately 30 jalapenos, so I'll be doubling it today as you watch me make it. We're going to start by cutting these up, and you want to make sure you guys wear gloves so you don't get jalapeno burn. Alright everyone, so I've got my gloves on. I'm going to start by slicing a jalapeno. We're going to slice off the top and discard that aside, and then we're just going to slice these into about 1/4 to 1/2 inch slices, and we're going to set all our jalapenos aside in a bowl until a little bit later. Okay, so now that we have all of our sliced jalapenos set aside in a bowl, we are going to go ahead with the ingredients. So I am doubling this, so I'm doing 2 cups apple cider vinegar to a pot. And then I'm doing 6 cups of sugar, regular white sugar. And then I have spices here. It's garlic powder, 2 teaspoons of garlic powder, 1 teaspoon of turmeric, and 1/2 teaspoon of celery seed to the pot. And then we're just going to stir this, and we're going to get this to simmer, and once it is simmering, it will simmer for about 5 minutes. Okay, our mixture has been simmering for 5 minutes, so we're going to go ahead and take our bowl of jalapenos, and we're going to just pour that into the mixture, and I might get a little splashback here. Alright, I dropped a couple. So once we have all those jalapenos in there, we're going to stir this real good, and we're going to let this simmer again for about 4 minutes with the jalapenos. In the meantime, while waiting for this to simmer, you can go ahead and sterilize your jars, which I've already done here. I also prepared a cloth with some distilled white vinegar on it for wiping the rims of the jars after we get ready to pack them up. Okay, so our jalapenos have been simmering in this mixture for about 4 minutes. Now it's time to go ahead and pack the jars. I usually use a straining spoon like this, and then I'll pack the jalapenos into my sterilized jars first, and then I'll pour the juice over until it gets to a 1/2 inch rim space. So I've packed my jars. This is how much doubling recipe made, was just 4 pints. I have also wiped the rims with a rag that had some distilled white vinegar on it. So now they're ready to go ahead and put lids on. So you just place your lid on, and you place your ring on, and you just tighten that until it's about finger tight. I'm going to do it with one hand here. So you tighten it until it's about finger tight, and then we're going to process these in a water bath canner, and I'll show you guys that. Okay, so for water bath canning, I've got a big pot here filled with hot water, and I'm going to go ahead and turn the burner on high. We're going to get this water boiling, and then we're going to go ahead and process our jalapenos. Alright, so now our water is starting to boil. We're going to go ahead and take a pair of tongs, and we're going to transfer our jars into the hot water bath. This is also how I take them out. I don't think you need any special tools for it. Once all these jars are in here, I'm going to go ahead and set a timer for 20 minutes, and that is how long we're going to sit in here and process. If you have to turn the burner down so they don't overboil or any of that during that time frame, you can. Settings 20 minutes, and then they will be all done. So now that I've removed my jars of Cowboy Candy from our pot, I will let these sit out for about 12 hours to cool off before I store them in my cabinet. So the only other thing that I usually do to check my jars is I usually make sure that they're tight, so I'll hold with one hand as fast as I can, and I'll try to squeeze it a little bit, or try to twist it a little bit more, and just make sure it's tight enough. But that is all, and that is Cowboy Candy. Thanks for watching, guys. Hope you like this recipe. Give it a thumbs up, follow along for more recipes and more updates on our channel.